What's going on, guys? I'm the Salvage Gaming, and today we're embarking on our journey through the ultimate arc to make the ultimate survivor from the island to Genesis Part 2 as those maps get released. I will be taking my time on this series, building, defeating each of the bosses on alpha difficulty on each of the maps. And if you guys like the series or the videos, make sure to like and hit that subscribe button, because it really helps out the channel and it's much appreciated. So let's get right into it.
Are you the one I've been waiting for? You might be. I hope so. It's been so many cycles since I was her. Do I even still remember Hope? I wasn't sure you'd ever turn up. The odds just kept getting longer. I guess I've been losing faith, while they've been gaining power. You have to reach me. Everything depends on your survival. Master this world. Make allies of its many creatures. Grow your strength and skill. Explore this place like I did so long ago. Put the pieces together and find me, survivor. You may be the only one who can.
You know, kid, sooner or later, you're gonna have to talk about it. What are you drawing over there, anyway? Hey, that's not bad. And this is you over here, with this dum-dum?
Don't be mean to Honker! No, I don't want to talk about him.
He's your dad, Mika. Now, I may not know a lot, and I've made plenty of my own mistakes back in my day, but I do know one thing. Families gotta stick together.
Well, why don't you go tell him not to be such a stinky dino poo?
That's just not how it works, Mika. Look, maybe old Uncle Bob here can shed some light on the situation, about why the big man thinks the way he does.
Wait, you knew my dad before all this? So, were you also on the, what did he call them? The arks?
Yeah, those. Say, have I ever told you the story about how Dad and I saved everyone together?
You were there? You were one of the heroes?
Well, yeah, sure. In fact, you might say that I was the most important part of the whole story.
Okay.
Go ask Santiago yourself if you don't believe
No!
me.
I want you to tell me, Uncle Bob.
All right, then. Let's start at the very beginning. On a faraway tropical island surrounded by sparkling blue water. That island was the first time I ever saw big, dumb lizards like Honker here. And it was the first place I ran into her.
And so, guys, we're here. Let's let the journey begin. So, guys, to start off this series, I just want to get some of the basic stuff done. From the Island-Aberration, I know I said I'm gonna do mostly all of them on alpha difficulty, but once I get up to Extinction and past there, I'll be doing them all on beta, just because the map starts to get really hard, and I have a seagull attacking me now. But that's my plan. Do like the last, I think it's 3 to 4 maps on beta. Depending on how hard the Lost Colony is, I'm gonna do that one on alpha, but depending on how hard it is, then I might go down to beta. But I hope you guys enjoy this series. I'm excited for it. I hope you're excited for it, and we're just gonna get some of the essentials down. Look what I found. Bunny eggs. I don't mind if I do. That's all we should need to craft all the essential starting stuff. Get all that. I'm gonna get away from that dillo because I want nothing to do with that dillo. I'm gonna track spears to see what I need for the spears. I'm just bringing spears down. Getting really stoned right now. Make these spears. Alright, we're gonna go sit up on this rock and hopefully nothing comes while I craft. 2 spears I'm hoping will be enough for now. We are getting a little hungry. I really don't want to go into the jungle just yet because the fact there might be raptors. I think there is raptors on this island. I'm not totally.
No.
Sorry, Dodo.
Wait.
Gotta go. Dodos. We won't talk about that one. Because we can make 9 more spears, we might as well just make them while we can. Better than the one we have now. Take, let's say, about 5 more. That should be good. Putting all my points into weight right now because of the fact that I really don't want to have to worry about weight too much. Alright, we're gonna head back down this beach line here, and I think we're gonna build our first like small little base slash like setup right here. Nice and easy. There's river rocks right here. The colors on the Easter egg of that kind of cool. That little pink here on the little feather or the arms here. A little bluish, blue-green on the head and the beak, and then you have orange mouth. I mean, it could also be red, but it's like orangish red on the mouth. That's pretty cool. You got the little dodo ears on the bunny dodos. Pretty cool. Pick up these. Okay, and now a Pega wants to start a fight. And a Dillo. Dillo family. Hey, give me back my fiber. We're not going to talk about those throws. Well, we have some time while we're collecting resources. On screen, I'm going to show what kind of mods I'm going to be using. I ain't going to be using anything too crazy. Nothing like that. No stack mod. Just trying to make these playthroughs as vanilla as possible. So guys, we're finishing up grabbing the last of our materials for our thatch foundation. I built out a thatch because it's going to be a temporary base for now. Well, temporary platform. Not gonna be much of a base. Seem pretty safe on this island so far. Not so much over there, but on this one I feel pretty safe. But I have a few base ideas and base location that I have planned. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna build at yet, but at least I have 2 different bases, and that's my plan for now. As I was collecting the rest of our stuff, I was around for something for berries, and I found this guy. Level 60 parasaur. Right now I'm level 9. I have 2 levels right now. Goes into weight. So I am level 11 now. Need to be level 21 for Trank Arrow. But I think after I get Trank Arrows, if this guy's still around, I think first time. Before we craft up any foundation, to do a small little nut run. I think there's about a little bit further down that way. Kind of over this way. I think there's 1 or 2 more notes, so we're gonna go grab those. So guys, we're approaching our first. Great. Just outside this cave, right here. Most of these explore notes that I'm gonna be grabbing. I've already grabbed them before, so there should be no dialogue playing after I grab them. So shouldn't have any dialogue, thankfully. And I head over to the next one. Alright guys, after you walk all the way up and around and get that one up over there. I thought there was 2 over there, but I guess there's only 1 up. Unless there's another one on like this side. I didn't really check that side. But after you get the one that's over there, you walk all the way up and around. You walk up the cliff. I mean, you don't have to walk up the cliff. That's what I did. And then if you go up the cliff, then you want to walk down the cliff. If you go up alongside the cliff, then you just gotta walk up. You'll find this one right. So guys, we're on our way back to the base. Normally, whenever I do my note runs, I don't normally do it that way. Normally, I do it from this island over here. I run up and around. Normally I spawn here, which is good. Get like the note that's here, and then now we're getting sacked by Dino. Alright, as I was saying, normally whenever I do my note run, start over here, I grab the note that's here, and then I head over here, grab the one. I walk my way up and scour the island for all the other notes that are here. And I make my way up and over here, up the river here. I get those, and normally I get at least 40 levels. But I didn't spawn over there this time because I didn't really want to do a note run. But we still at least got the 2 notes that we got. We got 14 levels. So we're going to put those levels in now. So I just forgot to click record, but I just made 6 thatch foundations real quick for the little base. I already had this platform or this foundation placed before we left because I didn't want to die and not have to respawn or don't have a respawn point, but we didn't end up dying, thankfully. I'm surprised we haven't died yet. But here's a little workspace, and this is our workspace that we're gonna get a parasaur and hopefully a pteranodon. Hopefully it's not going to be too much, and hopefully it won't be too little. Hopefully we can at least, I'm hoping 2 to 3 forges on that. So guys, we just learned up the metal stuff here, the metal pick and the metal hatchet and the smithy and the refining forge and the trink arrows as well. But the stuff from Bob's Tall Tales, I will not be learning any of this stuff from like other maps except for the shovel. I think that's at 21. No, it's at 20. But that's the only one I'm going to be learning, because I think that one came out in Scorched Earth, which is the very first Bob's Tall Tales, Part 1. So that's the only one I'm going to allow because of the fact that you get maps on this map, and you can't use them, and they can give good loot, so I'm gonna allow it. But other than that, I won't learn any of the other Bob's Tall Tales stuff from the other maps until I get to that map. Start farming up some of these river rocks, trying to get as much metal as possible. Hopefully we can get enough possibly for a metal pick, metal hatchet, and hopefully a metal pike. If I'm at that level, I haven't really checked if I was at that level. But at least a metal hatchet and metal pickaxe. Then we can start gathering stuff more efficiently. So that could be a big upgrade for us. Guys, we're getting pretty close, about to be finished up farming some river rocks. So far we got 24 metal. I think 2 metal equals 1 ingot. So we have about 12 ingots right now, and I think the hatchet is 8 and the pickaxe is 1. So we have plenty for at least the first 2 stuff, which is really good. It's just progress and more progress. That's all it is. So now I'm tracking the forge here, and I think I might have everything for at least 1 forge, which is all we really need for now. Grab that, and our first forge. Might as well make a bow over at it. Same thing with a few arrows. Oh, I only crafted 1 arrow. Now we got 14 arrows making, and I'm not sure what we have so far in spilled meat. I see 1 there, none there, 2 there. So let's go over here, place down the first forge of the playthrough, and definitely will not be our last. I will say that. Let's get our metal smelting. That's definitely 35 divided by 2. It's about 17 ingots, and I know we'll definitely have enough for the first metal tools. I think it's 1 and 8, right? Yep. So we have plenty, and then we don't unlock the pike until I think 25, my bad. And we're gonna be 1 short on that. So we're gonna go harvest up some more river rocks and wait until all that stuff's done smelting. So guys, we let the metal smelt for a little bit, and we got our smithy down. We crafted the smithy. So we're gonna get our first metal tools, and looking into the smithy and the excellent event, there is a lot of cool cosmetics. Got 2 spears, flower trough skin, that's pretty cool. A lot of excellent stuff, if you ask me. That was cringe. While we're letting that metal smelt the rest of the way so we can make ourselves a pipe, we're gonna go look around the island for parasaurs. That's from the parasaur from earlier. Not sure if there's any other ones on this island. Hopefully there's another one that I'm hoping for. Even if it's the same level. I'm definitely gonna tame one of these. But if it's not, I'm gonna go. Come here. What was this one? Level 90. Alright, we got our target. We got, I think we have some spoiled meat in here. No, we only got charcoal, but we do have 52 spoiled meat. We just gotta farm up some narco berries. And we gotta make a mortar and pestle, so that's what we're gonna do now. Because we have a little bit extra metal left over, I'm gonna craft up a crossbow, because that's gonna be way better than, definitely gonna be way better than a normal bow. We did get our mortar and pestle crafted up. Put that here. Normally I like putting it on a table, but I just don't have extra metal laying around right now, so we're not gonna worry that too much about it. But now we're gonna go farm up narco berries, so it'll be a long, tedious process. So after about 5 minutes of picking bushes, got a measly 30 narco berries, so that was cool. Hopefully we'll have enough narcotic knock out that level 90 parasaur wherever it went. I think that's that one right there. If not, hopefully we can find it again. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. So guys, we were looking around the island. I could not find that level 90. And I couldn't even find that level 60. So I'm not really sure where they're at. Unless it's the level 90 right here. Hopefully it's level 90, not the 60. And it's the level 90. So hopefully 6 trinkers is going to be enough to knock this thing out. We'll find out. I'm not sure if there's any headshots on these guys, so hopefully this is enough. And yep, there we go. We should have some miho berries down inside this bush nest right here. Unless I have enough in my inventory right now. I'm picking those berries from right here. Yeah, 51. I think I already picked the ones out of the thing. Out of the storage box down here. I really gotta move this stuff up here so it's nice and out of the way. And I have it right here. I do also need to make a large storage box. But while it's taming up, I'm gonna grab some resources and I'll bring you guys back just before it's done taming. So there's the parasaur all tamed up. I have a dodo attacking me for some odd reason. I don't know why. Sorry, dodo. I don't know why you were trying to attack me, but you were. So We got the parasaur. Average stats. With not looking for stats on parasaurs, I'm not really worried about it. He's just here for berry gathering. But we're gonna make up the saddle, parasaur saddle at level 9. Not sure if you make that in your inventory, if you make that in the crafting station. Make it in your inventory. Alright. While we're here, we might as well make the Pteranodon saddle if we're high level enough for it. No, we're not high enough level for it. So, we're actually gonna put all of our stuff in the smithy. And we're gonna go find something that will kill us. And I'll show you guys the other note run that I normally do. Alright, so when I start, I'm on this screen obviously. But then I spawn down over here in West Zone 2, medium. And normally I spawn there, but I spawn on the far side, which isn't the best. But I mean, it still works. If you spawn anywhere on the island, it works either way. Because there's a note here, there's a note through these trees. And then there's a note on top. It's an actual dossier note. It can be off the side of the cliff. And then there's gonna be one right down below the cliff. And then that one I showed you that is right over here. After you grab this one right here, normally when you're running through the forest, depending on where you come from, normally you'll be coming through this way. You want to grab this one right like that, and then you want to turn around. You'll see like this rocky area right here. You want to continue heading up. An easier way to find where you are is obviously the rocky side, but then you just want to follow this dirt all the way up. You want to hang a slight left here, and you'll see like another hill part. You want to continue going up that, and as you're going up that, you can see a glimpse of some structures, and you'll hit this as well, so you'll know where you are as soon as you hit that. Then you keep going up here, and then here's gonna be your second note. Alright, here's the third note. So after you're done there, you want to head back down to like the beach, because it'll be so much more easier to go down the beach and find this one because it's like in the wide open. But as you're heading down the beach, the next note will be right here. It'll be the third note for the video. And then after grabbing that one, you want to go up and around a little bit. And as you make your way up and around, you'll see it'll just like turn into a like cliffy area right here. And you want to go up to the side of that. But once you get over to this next note, you want to be very careful. You don't want to be sprinting or anything because you'll just run off. As you're running up over here, I gotta do this quickly before I die. You'll see this like little pillar / structure area. If you go through the little doorway, there will be some steps behind it. Make sure you're not running. And the next note will be right here. And normally you can jump off, but this time I'm just gonna jump off and die. Normally I just jump in the water and survive and then swim over the next ones if I spawn over there, but normally I spawn over here, but I didn't. But we're gonna jump off and die real quick, so do the second death. So now that we're here, there's the structure. Now we're gonna be heading right here, and then there'll be like a little cliff area. You want to walk along the cliff, and then there should be like a slope bringing you back down. It's gonna be right up here where the tree line is, and then you want to head back down, and then along the cliff you'll find like a bunch of rocks and stuff like that. See, there's gonna be a little drop there, and then as you head down here, that's an alpha raptor. That is not good. But as you head down this way, then you'll find the next note. That actually gave me a jump scare though. I was not expecting that. I was expecting an alpha raptor to eat me. As you're running along these rocks, or if you spawn, like I said, if you spawn over here, then you just head over here. Or you can grab the one that's over there first, and then head over this way, and grab this one. But here it is right here. It's pretty easy to see. If you got like medium or high graphics, but if you have like epic, then the sign will like cover it up a little bit more than what it is now. But here's the fourth note, or third note. And then after, I think that is the fourth note. But after you grab that one, or if you go like along this way, or if you go along the other way, Doesn't matter because it works either way, but we're gonna get away from this alpha raptor real quick. Alright, as I'm sitting here walking around, I guess there's not a note here. I thought there was a note here, and I guess I was wrong. But we're gonna die, and then we're gonna head back to the base real quick. Alright guys, now that we're back at the base, first of all, we're gonna grab all our stuff that we had before. I don't know why the music was just so loud right there. So guys, after that note run, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. Next episode, I definitely want to get a Pteranodon and find a base location that I like. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. See ya!